Hello everybody, welcome back. And today what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you an update of all of my 14 beds. Since I planted everything out probably about a month ago, 3 weeks to a month ago, and I just want to show you the update. I've actually harvested some of the stuff, and so I can't show you everything, but there has been some progress, and I'd like to go through all of my 14 beds in the allotment. So bed number one are the courgettes. Now, it looks pretty bare, but I've actually picked quite a few courgettes from here. There's still some growing, there's some small ones here. This one's the new one this year. So this is the fourth of this type. And we have picked probably about 10 so far from here. And there's a few more here. This is what they look like, and that's as big as they get, pretty much. So I'll pick this one. And there's another one which is slightly oblong. So that was bed number one. So the courgettes are coming along absolutely fine. Bed number two are the cucumbers. And the cucumbers are doing really well. And you can see some little ones growing here, and there are some larger ones. I picked 4 today. There's another one here, and that one needs to be picked actually. So there you go. So that's a quite nice cucumber. So these cucumbers actually I sowed myself at home from the seeds that I kept from one of the cucumbers that I kept from this plot last year. So this was bed number 2. So here is bed number 3. So these chilies aren't doing too well, to be honest. I think we'll see. We are still in July, and is that a couple of little snails on there? My goodness. Right. So the chilies are doing okay, and anyway, and here are the aubergines, and they're not doing very well, to be honest. But the chilies are doing okay. They're growing really slowly, and there are some chilies already growing. You can see. So there are a few chilies growing on this plant, and on the whole, not a lot of chilies growing. Number 3. Bed number 4 is this mixed bed of dwarf beans, the purple variety. We've actually picked, I think, most of them now. There are a few flowers remaining, and I'm going to keep the rest for seeds. This tomato plant just grew in this area, so didn't plant anything, and I let it be. And just dwarf beans, there's a green variety as well, just over in that corner. There's a green variety, and this is my cucamelon plant, and you can see the very first flower, and hopefully a cucamelon soon. And again, you can see this tomato plant, I just let it grow because I anticipate that area will be useless, and I've planted nothing, so may get some tomatoes. Dwarf beans. So this is a mixed one. So this was bed number 4. So this is bed number 5. And you can see there are some peppers growing. Some little peppers. And the plants are more established than the chilies in bed number 3. They're doing a lot better. So these are the peppers. Peppers are doing really well, much better than the chili plants in my allotment so far. There are 1 or 2 of these darker purple chilies growing. And this one I've numbered bed number 6. And there are some tomatoes growing already. And the rest are peppers that was given to me by another plot holder and they're not doing too well, but they're not doing badly. Hopefully we'll get some peppers this year. I mean, we are still in July, so I'm hopeful, and there are 1 or 2 chili plants, but the shade from this, from these tomato plants, I think are affecting those over there. And the next bed are just tomatoes. So there's a few varieties here given to me by another plot holder, Robert, and what generous guy. And so these are all the tomato plants in this bed.
Have a good evening.
Thank you, you
Nice to
too,
see you.
and you. Bye-bye. So where were we? So I bumped into another plot holder. So we've been through 7, 8. So we were on box number 8, or bed number 8. And again, these are all peppers. And I think I've planted too many peppers this year. But hey, we're getting some peppers. I prefer chilies than peppers. There you go. I mean, the plants look really nice, and this is a different variety, more of a bell pepper. The plants are doing good. The peppers are anyway. I think some of these are chilies as well as peppers. So this is bed number 9. So this one is a mixed one. So we have amaranth. Now this green one is the one in Bangladesh we call denga or dugi, and from seed, and the red one is just we call lal shag, which is red. It's the red amaranth, and there's a few of those. I don't think I threw any of those seeds, but I certainly did sow some dill and coriander seeds. So you can see the dill and the coriander is coming through. Not as much coriander as I would have liked, but the denga is doing really, really well. So I'll have to thin these out once those plants are a little bit bigger, so then the plants can really grow, and they grow up to about 3 to 4 feet tall. Bed number 10 and 11 are my hyacinth beans. Some started to grow already, but they're doing really well. And I put this net over and this made this triangular structure connected with the beam on the top, hoping that it doesn't fall over in autumn when it gets really windy, which you can tell it happened last year. So the beans are doing well. So this is bed number 12. Some tomatoes, 6 tomato plants here, and here I've sowed radish, and then I also have a couple of lines of beans, which are hyacinth beans, and I've got to do some weeding here. But in between, I've actually sown some coriander, but at the moment it's just weeds. I'll have to do some weeding here very soon. And there's a cucumber plant here and a couple here. I've actually just sown, and there's another 2 here. I've sown just a few for late summer. Let's see if I get any more cucumbers. I haven't tried this before, so let's see. And this is bed number 13. So this one has a couple of squash plants here and another variety there. And this bed I also made this year along with bed number 12 and 14, which is just next to me here. So here's some potato plants. I thought that after these squash plants have eventually died in autumn, we'll still have potatoes in this area. So that's bed number 13, and bed number 14 is the last bed. 4 tomato plants. I've also sown some cucumber plants just along the edge here. And here I've actually sown, to start with, kohlrabi, then radish, and then beetroot. You can see the radish has actually come through, but the beetroot, some of it has come through. Let's give it a bit more time. And I have to do some weeding around that end there. I've actually done a little bit today. So this is it, guys. This is all 14. Oh, I need to show you. This is not in one of the beds, but this is just as important as any of the beds here. So these are my gourd plants. And here are some baby gourds, look at those. And I've made, well, I put a net just alongside the trellis, and then I put another net on this side. I never thought about this, but I think the net does really well compared to just sticks and the trellis. The net is a game changer for me, because it's really difficult to connect all the vines going up there with just bamboo. So that's it, guys. This is it. There's the old shed. It's breaking apart. I need to get a move on, but I'm going on holiday next week, and I'm going to see the difference. Obviously, I see this plot every day, and this is my plot after about 3 weeks. But I'm going away for a week, and when I come back, it's going to look a lot more different, I hope, and better. My nephews have agreed to water this plot while I'm away, so that's really kind of them, and look after my kittens. Yes, we've had 4 new kittens, and my nephew and niece will be looking after those as well. So thanks for watching, everybody. Subscribe if you haven't already, and you can see the progress of my allotment for the rest of the year. Take care, see you soon.